If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of If You Can Read, You Can Cook. My name is Lewis Morgan, and on today's episode we will highlight a book entitled Give and Take by Adam Grant, and then we will make a vegan style Rasta Pasta. If you watch my channel, you know I cook a lot with Soy Curls, which is a meat substitute, but we're going to make it with that instead of chicken or shrimp. So let's jump right into the book, Give and Take by Adam Grant. This book is it's interesting because I think we all know people who are ultimate givers, and we know those people who are ultimate takers as well. And as a giver, I would suggest that you embrace giving, but don't be foolish in your giving, because you have people out there who will absolutely take advantage of your giving. They will allow you to pay for every meal. They'll pick up the phone. You know, we have those friends that, and it doesn't always have to be about money necessarily as far as what takers do. They'll take your time, they'll take your money, they'll take whatever it is that they can take to, you know, get ahead in their minds. But you know, I think we all may have that friend who always calls with their concerns and never asking you, you know, hey, how's your day? How are you doing? And they just start going in on you about what they have going on. These are ultimate takers, and you have to be able to pick those people out and distance yourself. You don't have to necessarily cut them off totally. And these people come in the form of friends and family as well. So, you know, don't be mistaken, but family will take advantage of your time as well. So just be wary of those people who are takers. And, you know, takers they'll always take. So you have to be cautious of those people who are around you who are takers. And you know, and it's a lot of times it's a hard thing to do, is to be able to cut them off when you just feel like they're taking everything from you as often as they possibly can. And then even when you talk to them about it, they don't recognize it. They absolutely don't feel like they're takers, you know. So even in times of need, these people will not be available for you. So you have to, again, be able to really recognize it and continue to be a giver. And just, you know, you have to know who to give to. And not that it's, you know, you're looking for it in return necessarily, but you definitely don't want someone who is constantly taking from you. So let me read an excerpt out of the book that I found was very interesting. For every dollar in extra charitable giving, income was $3.75 higher. So for that person who's giving $1 toward charity, their income is typically 3.75 cents higher than someone who's not. It goes on to say, giving actually seemed to make people richer. For example, imagine that you and I are both earning $60,000 a year. I give $1,600 to charity, you give $2,500 to charity. And understand this is a study that they've done. So this is not just somebody talking or saying something, this is an actual study. Although you gave away $900 more than I did, according to the evidence, you'll be on track to earn $3,375 more the coming year. Surprising as it seems, people who give more go on to earn more. Research shows that giving can boost happiness, meaning, motivating people to work harder and earn more money. Man, that right there, if that doesn't make you want to go out and give, I don't know what will. But again, it's not all about money. It's all about just being willing to give. If it's money, if it's time, if it's clothes, if it's food, whatever that giving is that you feel that is placed upon your heart, then go out there and do it. And at the same time, don't be foolish to those people who are willing to take from you. So I appreciate you guys. And again, Give and Take by Adam Grant. Go out there, grab the book. So we're gonna jump into the meal, the Rasta Pasta, and I'm gonna bring back the ingredients. And once I show you the ingredients, then we'll put everything together. So see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, here are all of the ingredients. This is actually a really simple recipe. I'll put in the description how I did do the soy curls. So here are the soy curls here. It's a Butler. You can actually go online. Amazon has a really good deal as well. But I use this for whenever I'm wanting a meat replacement of any sort, steak and chicken, things like that. If I'm gonna make a steak hoagie, I'll use this, or chicken fried rice, anything. This definitely incorporated into those meals, changes everything. I'm going to use nutritional yeast. That's for the actual mixture that it's kind of like a Alfredo sauce, but we're going to use coconut milk. Going to use some smoked paprika to season that. This is the jerk seasoning I use as well. I like it a little more spicy. They do have a mild version of this that you can use, and I actually use this for the soy curls. So I'm going to be a little less generous when I make the actual gravy, if you will, because too much of this might make it too spicy for some. This is my mixed peppers here. Also, I like a lot of garlic. This is about 5 cloves of garlic. And then I'm gonna use olive oil to just saute everything. This is green onions. You can use regular onions if you want. Again, this is the coconut cream. The cream is heavier. Don't get the milk, but get the coconut cream. And this brand I really like as well. So I think they sell it just about any grocery store or Walmart. So I'm gonna use spaghetti instead of the noodles that people use spiral noodles. I forget the other noodle that they use, but I'm gonna use spaghetti today. For some reason I had a taste for spaghetti, so I wanted to use that. People put the cheese in there. This is the plant-based cheese I'm going to use. And of course, this is the soy curls. So the soy curls, if you can see, man, they're seasoned to perfection. And I used all of this with the exception of the nutritional yeast, and I used the jerk seasoning as well. I believe I added a little bit of barbecue sauce in here also to give it a little bit of sweetness. But again, I'll put that down in the description as to how I prepare the soy curls. So they need to be rehydrated. So you just add moisture to it, and then you bring it to a boil, and that's it. It will suck up all of whatever you put in there. So I'm gonna put this together, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna see how good it is or it ain't. See you guys in a bit.
If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. You can do anything, you can do anything. Always knew I see a day like this. Blue skies, vanilla clouds, sun rays that gliss. Had a vision, I just pray he made it clear. That is a new look, a good book top with a chef's kiss. Took a while to embrace these gifts. Had to find my niche, had to take that risk. Had to work that whisk, had to use my wits to know that this ain't that, and that ain't this. Come on. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. You can do anything, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. You can do anything, you can do anything. Always knew I see a day like this. Blue skies, vanilla clouds, sun rays that gliss. Had a vision, I just pray he made it clear. That is a new look, a good book top with a chef's kiss. Took a while to embrace these gifts. Had to find my niche, had to take that risk. Had to work that whisk, had to use my wits to know that this ain't that, and that ain't this. Come on. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. You can do anything, you can do anything.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Here's the final product, the vegetarian Rasta Pasta. Looks beautiful. Ooh wee. Yeah, I didn't know what to serve it with outside of garlic bread. I don't know. I guess I could have did a side of vegetable or something like that, but I think it might stand on its own. So looks pretty good. Looks like what I've gotten from a restaurant before. Just not bragging on myself, but it has a look. So don't know what the taste is going to be. Also serving with a carrot, ginger, and pineapple. So just made this juice. I'll do a juice. Actually, I do it with a juice bag, and I'll blend everything up, and then I'll squeeze the juice out. I get more of the juice like that, and it's usually cleaner than my juicer. It's a lot of when I go through the juicer, the pulp will still be wet. I'll still have to squeeze it out. So I opt for this method. So pretty good, but let's go ahead and jump right in. See what this tastes like. Wow. Surprisingly, it's kind of cheesier than I thought it was going to be, but the textures and the flavors and everything. And like I said, I added a little bit of barbecue sauce to the jerk sauce, and it's a little bit of sweetness in there that kind of takes it over the top. I like it. I didn't think that I would like it at first, but boy, this is phenomenal. I mean, this is phenomenal. Oh man, all of the flavors got a little bit of kick on the end, but not overpowering for somebody who doesn't like spicy. I think they would be okay with it. But man, fantastic. Oh man, let's try the juice. Yeah, I'm trying to get my 20/20 back with the carrots, so hopefully it'll work. I'm probably do that every day. This is really good as well. So again, didn't use a juicer for this. Just put it in a juicing bag and just and I think it's really clean as well. No pulp at all. So again, the meal was good, juice was good. So remember, guys, go out and grab the book, Give and Take by Adam Grant. And remember that in giving is, it comes with reciprocity. So when you give, you get. That's just the law of the land, the law of the world. When you give, you get, and it comes with compound interest as well. So if you know anything about compound interest, the more you give, the more you get, and it will compound over time. So go out, great book, Give and Take by Adam Grant. And remember, guys, if you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything. If you can read, you can cook, you can do anything.